I want to talk about the importance of sidestepping and how it relates to posture and especially balance. Because how often do we every day do side steps? We don't do side steps. We seldom ever have to do side steps. And you think, well, why should I do side steps? Well, because we're always walking forward and backwards, and sometimes we struggle with balance issues. And it's usually when we want to cross over something, cross our feet, which we never want to do. And that's how often people trip and fall. And it's also important because we want to take care of these trusty little hip muscles, because as we age, really at any age, focusing on hip muscles is really, really important. So it's not just flexibility, the ability to squat and stuff is really important at any age, especially as you grow older. So flexibility, but strength is really important. So doing sidestepping is sort of like, your ability to stand on one leg without cocking your hips and causing hip pain is really, really important. And, especially in the martial arts, we focus on stepping forward, controlled stepping or mindful stepping, especially in walking meditation. When you do mindful stepping, that's what that's all about. When you see us walking slowly, it's mindful stepping. The same can apply for balance too. So anytime you're out in the yard, especially barefoot, if you're into grounding and stuff, is sidestepping. Is literally slowly, think of like Tai Chi, slow Tai Chi stepping sideways. And try to think of it as like a straight core. You're moving your core sideways. It's like a side step, right? Side step. Always keep your core upright so you're always balanced. And focus on slow, controlled breathing when you do the side stepping. And the more you do this, the more coordinated you'll get, the more clever you'll get. For example, you could also turn this into forward stepping too, where you slowly go forward with your heel to toe, or you could go backwards, toe to heel. And never, ever, ever put your feet into alignment like a balance board. That's when you're going to fall. You always want to keep your feet apart. It's like when we do square stepping in Judo practice, right? So you're going to go heel to toe, follow the other foot. Toe to heel, follow the other foot. And don't lean over when you do it, right? You want to be able to step and follow, but stand up tall. Stand up nice and tall. Shoulders back, down. But practice sidestepping. Try working on sidestepping. Okay? And you could definitely speed it up if you want to, doing foot shuffles. And yes, the neighbors might think you're weird, but who cares? Who cares, right? So doing the side steps like this, learning not to ever cross your feet, okay? It's kind of like kicking this foot this way, see? Or the other way, right? Now, it certainly applies, with doing martial arts kicks and things, but we're not going to do that. We don't need to do that as we grow older. I'm talking about practical physical fitness in a martial arts aspect that is useful for everyday life. So sidestepping, give that a try. Step, 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 and then backward and forward. Think of it like a cross. Yeah, so you want to go in a straight line this way, step, step, and then back, step, step, and then sidestepping, step, 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 step. Now, if you're older and you struggle with this, you want to take it slow and do a little bit like what I just showed you, and then wait a day or two and try it again. And you're going to notice that alone will get you sore, but it's going to improve your balance. It's going to improve your strength, right? So you're able to, squat up and down a little bit easier, going down stairs and things. That's something we'll do another time too, by the way, where we're going to talk about flexibility in the knees and cartilage and all that kind of stuff. Like sneaky ninja steps. I'll show you that one too sometime, It's a cool exercise we do with ninjutsu, ninja stepping. But for now, try practicing that, okay? Think of the cross. Think of forward stepping, backward stepping, side step, side step, side step, side step. Just focus on that, at least this week. break these exercises up into different pieces so that you can practice one thing at a time and see how that affects your ability to stand a little taller with better balance, and how it affects your overall wellness.